Everyone, in this video I will explain what are the various ways to concatenate pandas data frames. So I am on my Jupyter notebook. Here I am considering Titanic dataset as my data frames. So initial 3 rows I am reading and putting into data frame 1, and last 2 rows I am putting into data frame 2. So let me quickly run it and show it to you. And here df2. So here you can see that indexes are different and all these 5 records are appearing over here. Now let's say you want to concatenate these 5 rows. How can you do that? So for that I am creating a new data frame which is mdf and denotes merged data frame, and then I will call concate function, which will take list as a parameter, and that list will hold all the data frames which you want to concatenate. So if I'm doing this, you can see that all the 5 rows combine and are appearing over here. Now the only thing which is not proper here is the index. Now index is also just concatenated. So how can we get rid of this? So either we can say use ignore index as true. So what will it do is it will, here I need to run it. So here I ran this and you can see that it has ignored the index and now everything is coming in sequence. So this is the one way to handle this. And let's say if you do not want to ignore it, so what you can do is you can just say m_df and reset index. So this will, I need to assign it because we are changing the state. Okay, so now in this way also you can reset your index and make it in sequential order. Now let's say we want to associate some keys, or why we need keys. So for that, let me first show you one thing. So this is the concatenate statement. I will go here and remove this. Okay, so here what I need to mention, I want to define some keys with these rows. So let's say initial few rows, the one which are from the data frame 1, I am naming them as initial rows, and later ones I am calling it as final rows. So let's see how it changes your output. So you can see that it has actually grouped it in a sense. So we were already having an index here 0, 1, 2, 97, 98, and apart from that we got additional index with this which is having text. So these 3 rows can be used using this index and remaining 2 can be used using this. So this is pretty much useful when you want to extract the merged data again. So let's see how we can use this. So I'm saying m_df and using LOC. Inside that LOC, I can say that, okay, from the merged data, get me only the one which is marked as initial rows. So you can see that we are again able to extract the data which we merged earlier. So till here we appended data frames one after the another. So first 3 rows, then remaining ones. Now what if you want to concatenate data frame next to each other? So to understand this concept, let me come up with some another data. Here I am pasting something. So I have created 2 data frames using JSON data. So the first one is holding name and age, and second data frame is holding city. Now what I need to do is let me first print it and show you. So df1 is holding this and df2 is holding this. Now I want to put these 2 data frame next to each other. Means name should have an associated city, and let's say age should also have an associated city. So how can we do that? So for doing that, we can say df and pd.concate. Inside that again we need to pass in the list. So I'm saying df1 and df2, but this time we need to set additional parameter axis. So this axis equal to 1 will tell you that merge them horizontally. Let me print it. Okay, so you can see that rather than city coming at the bottom, now it is coming on the sideways next to the age. So you can see that Shweta having age 23 and she resides in city 1. So this is one way to do. Now let's say you do not want to associate Shweta with city 1, or let's say Harry with city 2. You want Harry with city 3 and John with city 2. How can you map data in this scenario? So here we need to use an additional parameter called JSON along with our additional parameter called index along with our JSON. So here I will go ahead and set index. So let's say I am setting my index as 0, 1, 2. So 0 denotes Shweta, 1 denotes Harry, and you can say 2 denotes John. And same for this. 0 is for 23, 1 is for 45, and 6 is represented by index 2. So this is a default index, but let's go with 0, 1, and 2. Now in second data frame, we want to perform the mapping with respect to this index so that Harry can be in city 3 and John can be in city 2. So let's see how can we do that. So here we need to make a change in our data frame 2, and here I will use the same parameter index. So now I need to mention city 1 belongs to whom? It's Shweta, and index of Shweta is 0. So I will say 0. Then city 2, whom should it belong? It should belong to John, and John is having index 2. So I will mark it as 2, and next one is for Harry. Now if I will go ahead and run this, you can see that we have shuffled the mapping, or we have changed the data. So Harry is now pointing to 3 earlier, which was city 2. So this is one way we can perform mapping whenever we are concatenating our data frames. Now there is one more thing that till now we have concatenate one data frame with another, but we do have a provision that we can concatenate a series with the data frame. So let's see how can we do that. So I'm taking a series, let's say, and it is holding color red, green, blue, and its name is color. So this is holding the favorite color of each and individual person which are mentioned in this DF1. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign the concatenation result in df. So I will say pt.concate, and inside this I need to provide a list. So first one would be your data frame, then we need s. So let's concatenate df1 here. Okay, and then I will mention axis equals 1. So if I will go ahead and print this, you can see that colors also got associated with the respective names which were in df1. So this is how you can perform various operations using concate method in pandas. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.